Halo Infinite's single-player campaign, like a new generation of Master Chief's Mjolnir armor, powers up a 20-year-old series by both returning to its roots and blazing new trails to build off of. A thrilling return to form for one of gaming's most beloved series and for Master Chief himself.
Feels like the right step for Halo to take going forward.
Halo Infinite is a spirited return to the fundamentals that underpinned 2001's Combat Evolved.
Halo is back.
Remember that game that had so much hype before release, it couldn't possibly live up to it, and ultimately didn't, but the devs promised that they would do what they could to make players happy, so I guess it was okay? Remember that game that had a cool game mechanic but was so lacking in content no one stuck around? Remember that game that was a huge name in online multiplayer gaming, but launched with like 2 game modes and 3 maps, so no one kept playing? Oh, you thought I was talking about one of these games? Nope, I mean the big Xbox powerhouse, Halo. Halo Infinite did not launch completed. Yes, it had solid gameplay, no cool grappling hook mechanic, but it did not have content compared to what the old games had. Some of the things that the Halo franchise is most well known for is just missing from this game. Campaign co-op, unique and interesting level locations, more than 3 maps for multiplayer, more than 2 game modes for multiplayer, freedom to customize game modes for online play, a Forge mode. Oh, and remember how cool it was to be able to customize your online Spartan with cool armor and colors? Well, now that's locked behind a battle pass and hours of grinding. Some of these games really must have been pretty bad for the Halo fans to forget how good the series used to be. This is not prime Halo. Not saying it's a bad game, but it's just a first-person shooter with a unique mechanic, mediocre story, and a multiplayer that keeps you entertained for a few hours. How's that really any different than the countless other pretty good first-person shooters that have come out? The original Halo games were classics. They were genre-defining games that made a significant impact in gaming, which we still see today, and which people still remember. It seems like a disservice to the original games to say that Halo Infinite is on that level, especially when it came out less than a year ago and people are already forgetting about it. And if you like Halo Infinite, that's great, but what bothers me is how much of a pass this game got for releasing unfinished. But Blitz, it's available on Game Pass, so I basically got it for free, and you can't expect that much from a free game. Games being released too early are an all too common trend these days that will keep happening if us gamers allow it to. And do you really want these beloved gaming franchises, these iconic characters that you grew up with, to fade into obscurity because publishers want to squeeze as much money out of the name as possible with a live service model? But hey, Halo will be back once the devs fix it with added content. Oh wait, no, Halo is actually back because it had its own show.